every Sunday we get at it. It's Behind the Mic on 96.1 The Beat, and I am pretty hyped up today. I feel like I really want to bug out, but I'm keeping it together, okay? Oh, Holler the 719 Nightlife? I got you. Today we got the super group in the building. Tony. All right, yeah.
What's up? What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped up about this right now. Oh, okay.
Yes, it's early in the morning for this brother, so he's always doing that.
That's what's up.
Chirping
Just in case the people don't know, or for the younger listeners that don't know, could you go ahead and give them a little rundown of who you are, what you do?
Well, my name is Dwayne Wiggins.
What's happening? I'm Amar Khalil.
And I'm Timothy Christian Riley.
And we are Tony.
And now you know. No, we do music.
Straight out of Oakland, California, y'all.
That's what's
Pretty
up.
much.
I was just going to ask, are all you guys from Oakland? Or
Born and raised.
that's what's up.
And it's been a blessing.
How did you guys get started way back in the day? How did you guys come up with the group?
The group was something that was more like a family thing, family tradition thing, you know. Started in the living room at the pad, just from a jamming angle, you know what I mean? And then we got into kind of like writing songs, doing some little shows on the side, even though we weren't really a band together, you know, we all had separate little groups. And so Tony used to be a nickname for the way we dressed and clowned whenever we went out partying.
Oh, dope.
And so, you know, so the group, I think our ex-manager was, before we started the group, he asked us to play for a wedding. And the people asked us, what was the name of the group? We didn't have a name because it wasn't a group, so we just said Tony as a joke. And having fun with it, but, you know, don't take those type of things for granted.
Right.
And it went from there.
Yeah. What was some of your musical influences when you were young?
Man.
A whole lot of gospel stuff. Hawkins Family, Andre Crouch, to Sly Stone, to Larry Graham, to Tower Power, to Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Love
Man.
Steve.
I can keep going.
Yeah. Don't leave out Michael Jackson, man.
That's it. But I mean, it's like growing up in those times too, man. In the Bay Area, we had a lot of great music. You know, from San Francisco, Oakland, Vallejo, whatever. You know, it was just a good combination of music that if you listen to, like Carlos Santana used to jam in the parks back then and all that. So all that stuff is like an influence, and you hear it coming through our music.
Was there somebody like an uncle or a Joe Jackson for, you know what I'm saying, that put y'all together?
Like, yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
My father is the one that influenced me, inspired me to play guitar. Growing up in West Oakland, you know, growing up around the Panthers, how we used to have the rallies across the street in the Infirmary Park and all of that. And Sly Stone was the backdrop band to that. My dad used to have jamming sessions in the kitchen at the house. And, you know, there's a lot of blues clubs popping. So even the Tony sound is more like a blues hip-hop if you really listen to it.
A personal question. So I got my son, right, and I have a keyboard and a piano for him. How do I get him to play an instrument? Like, he does it, but how do I influence him to?
Man, just exposure is key. Being around other artists, being around other like minds, you know what I mean? But one thing is a great start. Like you said, you had instruments around. You know, I was saying with my kids, I always had guitar. You walk in the house, a drum set in the living room, you know, grand piano sitting there, guitars all over the place, whatever. And they sort of gravitate towards what makes them feel that way. But once they get used to it, it just becomes a natural, you know, part of their life, you know what I mean?
And then you probably have to just find some other youngsters that are like really hip and cool that's kind of doing it so he can see that and like, oh, they cool. They're doing it.
Bring them up here today.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The behind the scenes was dope. I mean, I used to take my kids to a lot of sound checks, you know. I took my kids to a Prince sound check at the Coliseum. Wow. So, you know, for them to come seeing people set up stuff and all that, he's always been to Tony's sound checks or whatever. But then for them to see Prince, this dude that's, you know, come in and you see all the people over there, you know, adjusting instruments, and Prince, instead of walking to the stage and grabbing his guitar, he walked over there behind the board. Like the engineer, he took the engineer's job. That's like something that comes from doing club gigs and all of that. So, you know, it's passion. So when they saw that, it's like, well, shoot, who are we? You know what I mean? That's Prince. If he can do it like that, you know, keep that passion going forever.
That is dope.
So a lot of people we looked up to were just from
Stevie Wonder and
Yeah, yeah.
We can keep going.
Yeah, we can keep going. Elton John even used to be heard in my pad. You know, my older sisters been with that Afro.
I like Elton John too. It's funny people when they look at my phone and they see all the music that I have, they get weirded out. But music is universal. Like things that are universal: weed, music, and numbers. Real talk.
Yeah, I'm glad the first choice too.
It's,
in that particular
it's
order
so
too, right?
true. Like you can run into I've ran into an old white couple, lady and a dude.
Yeah.
He had a big beard, and like we were just sitting there hanging out talking, and he's like, "You vape, son?" I was like, "What?" And he like had some big contraption. And, yo,
Hey,
we've been
man.
cool ever since, man. It's like I promise you, man.
Yeah, that's
or
what it
music, the same thing. Like
I'll
you can
get
just
you on that,
start
'cause
a conversation
you
with
just started
somebody
something.
Yeah, that's true.
out of anything. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it's universal. Do you guys have any new music work that you guys are working on right now, or?
And we're always writing in that whole thing there, you know, keeping stuff in the vault, you know. But, you know, never know. You know, something may pop up any given day, you know.
We do write a lot of stuff. We write a lot of stuff. You were just talking. I'm looking through my phone right now.
Oh, it's no problem.
It was something I got inspired a little bit ago, many years ago. But then I just thought it needed to be said because of this new, you know, this plant that is.
It's
you
a
know,
beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful sedan.
I got my.
By the way,
popcorn.
we had a song called "It's a Beautiful Thing," and it's somewhat new, just guitar and violins and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah?
we came up with this one man called "The Plant That Saved the Planet."
You know what? I was watching your interview with Sway, and
Oh,
I was waiting to ask you about that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Did
trying
my
to find
homework a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it ain't finished, but it's just that the point at the time we was doing stuff. You know, I always believe if you ain't got nothing to say in this industry, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the Tonys, if you think about when we first came out, our first song was "Hey Lil Walter," which was a song talking about, you know, you do negative, you do dirt comes back on to you, this, that, and the other. And that was just a message because we lost a younger brother on our first album and certain things. So we always believe in saying something. And this time, I think we was in the studio laying something out that for a little, like I said, feel a little Earth, Wind, and Fires, which we could always get it in. Like, but I felt like, man, this right here is going to change the world. This is the plant. It's going to save the planet. We got to say something.
Man, so much money is being made off of that.
And I
man.
bet you, hell yeah.
It's a beautiful
Oh,
thing.
okay.
You can get into that and really bubble if you just get a nice niche.
I mean, if you talk about the fact of how, you know, back when it was legal way back when, you know what I mean? You come back to the 30s when the currency switched and, you know, whatever. And it got voted out, and you know what I mean? It got voted out for particular reasons that we want to think it may be, you know.
Right.
Everybody thought it was because it made people act a trip and white girls fuck black dudes. That's right.
You're all right. You're all right.
But
Well,
the
now
real-
that's the propaganda they put out
That's
there.
the propaganda, you know
that
what
they
I'm saying?
put out there.
And it got voted out. Well, you know, back then, you know, we wasn't voting.
Right.
So somebody had to vote it out. I ain't gonna say. But the point is that now it's coming back like this, and we not included. So you know what I'm saying? We the ones that made it pop.
True.
Just like this music industry. Just like this is like the currency for America.
Right.
That's gonna be it. But you know, really and truly, if it wasn't for that, you know, the people voting it out, that right there back then was gonna get cotton out. It was stronger than cotton. It was for many other uses. So it was other people's that really wanted that gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We wouldn't have been picking cotton. We would have been picking a whole nother
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Whoa. Yeah, no, that ain't no Queasy story. That's the truth.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
If people want to get a hold of you, you got your social sites. You want to throw that
Yeah,
out
this
there for
man is a
everybody?
social media guru.
Mhm, go ahead, give it to him.
Oh man, come on now. You can catch us at Toni official on IG, Dwayne Wiggins on IG, only one Amar Khalil on IG. That's only the number one AMARKHALIL. Tim is still on MySpace. And
What?
he
I
doesn't.
still
He does.
have my MySpace page for all my pictures, though. I
You
do. Just for all my old pictures when I first started on radio.
That's like old school Adidas or something.
Yeah,
You know.
I think Justin Timberlake bought that thing.
Yeah, I heard something about that too.
Yeah, but no, he's on Facebook at Timothy Christian Riley. And we're all on Facebook as well. So yeah.
Word, that's just your velvety voice
I gotta
all
say
the time,
something
huh?
Yeah, that's
Just do
that's
that
it.
velvet all the time.
No,
yes.
we call them whispers.
Oh, okay.
Whispers.
I can dig that.
I'm standing in front of Lil Wayne, and here's Big Wayne. What is it? I ain't got the dreads, boy, but it's still here. You better believe it. It's still
Dope.
here.
If you could give advice to up and coming people in the industry, what would you tell them?
Man,
Just do what you love. Do what you love. Stay focused. Stay true to it. And if it's your passion, go for it.
yeah, let it be your passion. Follow your passion 100%, because there's so much craziness that's jumping off, and it don't stop. People be thinking, oh, well, once you done got a hit and it's over. No, you got to manage this to the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? It's every day, constant managing yourself. You know what I mean? Taking care of yourself. First of all, you know, being able to be healthy enough to get out there and perform, but follow your passion. If I could say anything to other artists, and I'd be like, do what artists do. We inspire, we uplift. Go out there and do shows. Stop sitting at home and looking at how many followers you got. Or at least get them followers to throw your ass a penny or a nickel, something. You know what I'm saying? So get out there and do what artists do. Inspire, say hello, meet your people. Let's come together that way.
I like to say shake hands and kiss babies.
Man, shaking hands and kissing babies.
I learned that the hard way. When I first got at the radio, they told me to do that at an event that I wasn't accustomed to being at, and I didn't do it. And one of my friends did, and you could tell his ratings went up.
Yeah.
Just by going out and telling
Because they
everybody.
get into you. It's about you. And your music just becomes the score of you.
Relationships, man.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
What about you, man? What you tell artists to do? Eat M&M's.
Eat green M&Ms.
Is that it? You like just M&M's?
I don't know, but he's just tripping. But I mean, you gotta stay relevant too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you gotta stay relevant.
That's what's up. I appreciate you guys being here. Craziest fan experience.
Wow.
Man, we had so many crazy ones.
Yeah, so
Damn.
So how long? Okay,
Yeah,
before you answer
Oh,
that one
no.
though, how long have you guys been in music?
We're
Like,
approaching 30 years in the game.
that is
Yeah.
dope,
Yeah.
and you guys are still
Yeah.
fresh to
Still
death,
rocking.
man.
Still
Level-headed
rocking.
about it, you know what I mean? But like, things changed up with us in I think our last album was 1996.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And since 1998, Amar has been our lead singer on it. And it's all family, it's our cousin, so it's like it was an easy transition. But you know, once we're like one of the most independent bands in the game. You know what I mean? We own our trademark, Toni. We're not, you know what I mean? So we walked away from our record deal like, okay, well, whatever. We was doing it even before we got a record deal. We was doing shows and thought we had it. It wasn't even about money. It was about we like to go on stage and smash.
Right.
And so then we look at other groups like the Mint Conditions that come in a whole bit. We love them for it, but we get it. It's like, hey man, that stage is a whole nother world. Let's go.
I remember dancing to y'all music when I was an adolescent at talent shows and stuff.
Yeah, talent shows.
No,
That's
that's
it. Everybody needs to do talent shows if you want to
Man.
be in the business.
Used
Getting
to
booed
love
and
those
losing
things.
is winning.
Yeah.
Tell
It's a
me,
learning experience.
Oh, man.
You need that too.
Yep, you do.
You can't win without failing at least
Right.
a few times.
That's
For
true.
real, for real. But back to the craziest fan experience.
Oh, man.
One by one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, like the typical stuff is like the girls and, you know, taking off their shirts, you know, signing like their autographs.
You keep saying it because we're going to MTV tour.
That's like, you know,
Oh my God.
you know, that's like the typical stuff.
All right.
Well, the craziest, I mean, I guess I was a fan. Shit, when I was, we did the song, The Oakland Stroke, and we had Vanessa Williams in the video. You know what I mean? I had to go shopping with her and watch her try on bathing suits. And I
Oh,
was like,
nice.
she's like, yo, how about this one? I'm like, try another one. Then she must have tried on 30 of them. Back. One more. One more. But anyway, I was a fan on that one, so that's kind of
cool.
twisted.
That's what this is. I don't like that.
I don't know, family. I
Remember that?
can't even think. I can't even really think of one, really.
If I'd had a camera phone back then.
You know.
Oh man, come on. If I had one back in the day too, when I was in high school, it would have been a wrap.
Oh man, that's too much.
It would have been a
Yeah.
wrap. What made you not want to quit?
Just the love of it for me.
Yeah, man.
Just the love of it, man. My grandmother used to say this music stuff is gonna drive you crazy, but let the crazy begin. You know, it's what you love to do. So you just don't give up.
I'm like that about it. Yeah, the love of it. You know, the guitar. It's like, to me, I have a thing I do, and I'm like this with all my folks, especially my close female like tag friends. You know what I mean? I got a guitar. I leave guitars everywhere because it's not therapy. But I feel like I'll have somebody hold a guitar and be like, "There's $1 million on that bitch. You can't find it." You know what I mean? That's how we used to write songs, man. Just sit in there and just be like, see what you come up with. What's that? Lay your head on my. So that's how we just come up with stuff, having fun, you know.
I heard you. I'm kind of upset, feeling a little slidey because I heard you walk around with a guitar everywhere, and I see you don't have one.
It's in the car. See, it's in the car. So you didn't get me. Look, it's in the car right there.
I was really hyped up about
and
that.
It's the green one.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
my favorite one. Oh yeah, that one right there has saved my life. Believe it. I used to take that one to the strip clubs.
Do you name your guitars?
Yes.
What's her name? It is a she, right?
Need it?
Well, damn. Get the record straight. Set the record straight.
It is a she.
Okay, I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
Set the record straight. Set the record straight, bro.
Yeah.
I just call her Endo for now, though.
I like you. When did you guys know you found your own lane?
Whoa.
Even though, when did you guys get into that lane?
I would
know?
have to say when they started putting us in the New Jack thing.
You know, I was going to ask you this. I didn't know how to bring that up, so I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that.
Yeah.
So was it you or Guy that brought the New Jack
That was
swing?
Guy, 100%.
Oh,
Tell you
okay.
how they
That's
got
true.
there.
Alright.
But the way we got inducted into the whole thing, our first album, we had a song called A Baby Doll. And we met, I remember when we first met Guy and the whole thing, it was three of us. We met in Atlantic City, New Jersey. They was coming down the elevator, some convention. We was looking up like, that's something from New York, you know what I mean? So we had a little bit of that, and then we all started doing shows together.
Right.
When we did the homecoming at Howard with Guy brought out, they kicked our ass. But I mean, it was because they brought out Heavy D, they brought out
Doug Fresh.
Today, Dougie Fresh, and he brought out everybody from New York on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the point is, after that, he did a remix of our song Baby Doll, and he put that thing on it, and that's where we got. And then also we toured together, and we still tour together.
Oh,
But
yeah?
our stuff has always been, we've been in our own lane because we felt like everything that we started out came from the blues. If you listen to it, all of our stuff is blues twisted up with beats and everything around it.
And then our second album, too.
Yeah.
When we did the revival album,
Yeah.
that's when we really knew like we had our
Yeah,
own
we
thing.
know our lane. Yeah, especially when we started delivering stuff like the Wurlitzer piano and the big guitars we use. We know that it's like an old car. You know what I mean? Using old instruments, it feels different. It tastes different. People are
right.
like, man, it feels like an old song because we using some 1964 such Fender classics, such with hollow body. We go into all of that. So that's how personal it is with us. And so I guess that's what they coined us behind the sound, the neo soul sound, and that came from. We found that Wurlitzer, got it for $75 prior to the studio, and it changed our life. It went on anniversary, pillow, every damn thing. It just started making everything feel new.
Out of all the songs that you guys, out of all the great songs that you guys have, do you have one or a few that stick out that are your favorites, or like your favorite baby or something like that? Or, well, I guess it would be like kids, like, you don't say you love a kid the most, but,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Well, of course we like the songs, Whatever You Want, and
Anniversaries and all
this
that kind of
gentleman right
stuff.
here did all of It Never Rains in Southern California. He did all the music. He's that genius type, so I'm sure that would probably be his one. But I can't speak for you.
Yeah, it's like the process too of the songs.
Mhm.
My memories are like making the songs. So like the studio sessions, all of that take me back there.
Just vibing and
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not really like like one favorite because all of them have something special.
Yeah. Well, my ex-girlfriend was a holler.
Real special.
Coming out of Oakland, there was a lot of famous people that came out of there. Who all did you guys grow up with? Like, did you guys know Too Short when he was a kid or something like that?
Oh yeah, no, that's our boy. Too Short, E40,
Yeah.
All Folks,
We
Hammer.
ain't just saying that's false.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can
Folks
dig it.
songs.
I believe it's true.
Yeah, Confunction. They like
Yeah.
family. I mean, the
We
list
did a
goes
few
on.
songs with Short. I did Hoochie with him. I did a song with Short. I got a song with Short on my damn phone right now.
Oh yeah, that haven't even been out yet.
No, not. We did. Going. Yeah. Anyway, we get out. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Remember the time we did our 40th anniversary party? It's,
Oh yeah, at his pad.
Yeah.
It wasn't his 40th.
No, it wasn't his 40th.
Yeah, it was 10.
40th?
It was his 10
Yeah.
year. It was his 10-year wedding anniversary, and we just went up there to his pad.
Did the soul player.
Yeah, it
Soul
was.
player,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it was dope. Real nice.
It was all his partners. They was real Belafonte and all laid out.
But all of them, Keisha Cole,
Guitar, yeah.
you know, Keisha Cole,
Got memories
Kaylani, all of them
with,
is like family.
and then, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, digital on the
there
way.
was
All
Oh,
of them,
yeah.
yeah.
music store
I remember
back
Shock
then.
G used to work at the
Yeah,
music store. We steal the pianos from his ass.
Yeah.
He's your producer.
Mhm.
So when we see each other, it's just like a whole. And I remember like Tupac. I met him because his brother is the one that was on Feels Good. He's the one that did Mercedes, the Mellow, quite a nice.
Oh,
brother.
word?
That's his older brother. Yeah. So he introduced us.
Never knew that.
You know, a lot of people.
Wow, history.
Oh, dope.
So when he was the hype man for Digital Underground. You know what I
Pac
mean?
was, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fresh. So what kept you guys from the streets back in the day? I'm sure it was music, but family, music, friends, you know.
Well, enough examples to know what not to do. You know what I mean? We've seen enough bad examples.
Very,
So
you
we
know.
came out. You know, we've been around a lot of stuff. I remember when we first went to LA. It was a trip. We first got our hit out. You know what I mean? With Halo Walter, and we used to go to LA quite a bit just to do certain things with our management. We weren't linked in, but when we had a hit out, it's different. We went to LA, had some big party at the Palladium, and I mean, chicks was all on us. And we from the town, we wasn't used to anything. We used to coming in, trying to get out there, and they was on us. We was like, what is this? So that experience in itself was totally different. But then, just the whole experience with having to change your mindset. Because growing up in the town, you're not used to people looking at you too long and staring and shit. So I'd be working on my car, my hoop did something, somebody pull back on the car and looking at me. And then I'd be looking like, want to sit up, son? What you looking at? But then they'd be like, man, look, I heard your song, whatever. So you had to just. Like,
But we grew up in
we
it
got
though,
to
so
like this.
it's not like we weren't far removed from it. It's like we went to like the roughest schools in Oakland and that whole thing there. So
You just knew how to keep
we
your
we
head
got-
out of it.
yeah, we knew how to keep our head
Right, yo, yeah.
out of it, but we had the true grit of it because family members, partners, and friends and stuff was engulfed in it. So you were around it, but you weren't around it. Yeah, so
I can dig it. I've been through the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. We went for that guitar, yeah, I know I would have been a whole nother weapon.
oh man,
You got anything, D, that
I got a question for you, man.
yes sir.
So
whispers?
when you first, with that first card you got, to when they said, we need you to be in the group, how did that go? How did you feel?
Well, actually, it was like I was working for Alhambra Water Company at the time, and and I had
outfits on.
man all day. So then I had well, you know what? It's a total trip. Let me go back. So one day I was delivering some water at the Greek Theater in Berkeley. It's a legendary theater. So I walked across the stage because you got to walk across stage to go down where you got to deliver the water. So I told my supervisor, I said, man, I got to play here one day. So he's like, man, you never know. It just may happen. So then shortly after that, I was at work, and I was done. So I went by the studio. I went by Dwayne's studio and pulled up in a big old truck and everything, parked it out front, went inside, was kicking it. So he was working on a song. He was like, man, you want to sing some backgrounds for me right quick? I'm working on this song. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So jumped in the booth. Knocked out the ball because he was like, man, I forgot how you and Rob got the same kind of tone and vibe. And I was like, yeah. So I was like, so what's up with the group, family? I was like, y'all ain't touring? You ain't been touring? He's like, nope, nothing. So I was like, well, you know, I can handle it if you want me, you know, if y'all trying to get back on the road. So he was like, you know the songs? I was like, come on, dude.
Right.
I'd have been there since the beginning. I was like, what'd you say? Yeah, man, I know all the parts. So he was like, really? Oh, he's like, okay. So after that, I left because I had to get back, you know, back to work. And about 2 or 3 days later, he hit me up and said, hey, got a call, got a show. It's going to be with SWV, Hammer, Missy Elliott, it was Summer Jam type, Get Down. It was, and he's like, man, you think you can handle it? I was like, man, let's go. So that was it. We did that. And then the very next show was the Greek Theater with Rick James, Rick James and Roger Trout and his Zap. It was right before Roger died, yeah. So that's how it all came about. From that point on, we just been rocking and rolling. That was in '98.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the first, like, big sold out crowd that was just for you? And how did that make you feel?
I remember the first time when we played at the Apollo, that was a big transition for us, for me especially, because we came out. We used to be around Keith Sweat quite a bit, and he was from Harlem, whatever. We saw him. I think we was in L.A. on something, and we was telling him we was getting ready to go do the Apollo, and I remember him saying, "Oh man, y'all better be good, cause New York gone. You ain't good, they'll throw something at you." And then he was giving us, and then Ray was like nervous as hell. So when we was doing the Apollo, we sitting in the dressing room waiting to go on. Everybody kind of quiet. Usually we all bubbly. Ray was like, "Somebody throw something at me, I'm doing some shit right back at me."
Right.
That's all I remember. When they said our name, all of a sudden the thing came up, whatever, and the crowd stood up. Boy, I looked over there, he looked at me, I was like, wow. That's it. So that feeling right there, I'll never, ever forget.
So how far along was y'all when that happened?
Oh, that was on the first album.
Oh,
That was 88.
Yeah.
1988. But even though our first hit was in '88, it was done in '87, and so we're on 30 years right now.
That's dope, man.
Major.
That's good stuff.
So y'all being family, that kind of brings a little bit extra tension that a normal group would have, because y'all don't have no choice but to really put up with each other. How do you guys go with y'all day-to-day thing?
Well, we got our own separate rooms. We be in separate. We family. When we stayed all in Oakland, of course, we was all same area, all around each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But now we all in different areas, and we don't really see each other until we top off on the road. You know what I mean? So I'll see him in the hotel in the morning. I wake up and I'm like, "What's up? How's the flight?" And we just move on from there.
Right. Unless somebody's giving something.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's giving something, you got to show up for that. But other than that,
You guys always had a good relation, though. You guys don't have any of that
No, we get
backstage new edition stuff that I
No,
just
we
found out the other day.
We get funny.
It'd be arguments. It'd be like right before you go on stage, they'd be like, "Fuck him," and be like, "Oh, this nigga."
And we go out there now.
It's
And then we
normal.
go.
It's normal stuff.
Family stuff get more turned up than nothing,
Right.
It's normal stuff. The last couple of weeks, there was a couple of get downs backstage. Handle some stuff. But
That's what's up.
let's go.
Yeah, but then you go get on stage
Now,
and
let me
make
tell you, before oh no, my cousins is some sounds, man. We'd be on the tour bus, and if you didn't have thick skin, don't get no cap session. You'd be leaving that bus crying and fighting and pulling guns, and oh man, it would go down, boy. It would go so down. The food fights. Oh, I remember one food fight was, first of all, our first tour was with Earth, Wind and Fire. Then the next 1 month with Earth, Wind and Fire, and we played at Red Rocks.
Oh,
First
dope.
time. And then we left after that 1 month. We was on the road with NWA. So what's that dude? Chris, the comedian dude. It was like 5 to 6 buses back to back. It was us, Kid and Play, Salt Pepper, the NWA, and we get in the food fights in the place, and they call the police. We have our buses out in the front, people going there buying whole cakes coming out and going, wow! With a blueberry pie all on your suit. It was oh man.
You couldn't leave your food. You couldn't leave your food.
No, you couldn't leave your food.
Because it'd be all bad. It'd be all
You
bad.
ordered lobster, doing this thing about to eat. You go to the restroom, you come back, they ain't poured salt all on your food. And sitting there looking at you laughing.
I remember
you eat it, and you can't do nothing but laugh.
I remember that time we was in we were in Seattle, and this is when Raphael was still in the group, but I was out doing wardrobe, cutting hair, and all that other kind of stuff. So I had met this young lady and stuff. So me and Elijah had rooms and stuff together.
That's the other crazy cat.
Yeah, and so I went and got some food in that whole thing for me and Elijah, because we were sharing rooms. So brought the food back. Raphael come down, knock on the door, come in the room. He's like, "Man, what y'all doing?" And I was like, "Man, we're here getting our grub on." So I was done with my food because I had kind of ate mine with the young lady. But Elijah, he had just got his burger and fries and the whole 9 yards. So Raphael come over to him and go, "Dang, man, y'all didn't give me nothing?" I was like, "Didn't know you wanted nothing." So he looked at Elijah and he said, "Let me have a bite, dude, please, let me have a bite." So Elijah said, "All right." So he gave him the burger. Raphael took the burger and said, "Ah, damn!" he took the burger and slammed it up against the wall and took off running out the took off running out the hotel room, and it was on. Elijah chased him down the hall.
Started the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
Yeah,
actually started
man, and it was
on stage, full
yeah.
fight in the
Yeah,
room,
that's what started.
slamming roast beef upside each other's head. Yo, you're on in 1 minute.
Man, so yeah,
So
you know, we used to have
crazy
crazy
shit.
times.
That's dope. That sounds like something my big cousin did to me.
Oh
one
man,
time.
come on, man, that's what family is for. They gonna give it to you the worst.
sure.
You better have thick skin, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like your band members and everybody, is that your relatives too, or?
Cousins on one side, like they're not out on the road with us like they used to be at all. They're doing their own thing separately. Like Antron Hill was his little cousin. Elijah's on Ray's side cousin. So yeah, we were all
And then
Dope.
Carl.
Carl Wheeler. Yeah,
Mhm, everybody, yeah.
That's cool, man.
and all been playing around each other since they was
Big ups to y'all,
5,
man.
8
That's-
years old, whatever.
That's
So
super dope. You got anything, D?
So y'all toured with NWA, y'all toured with
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
We toured with Luther
I wanna know
Vandross.
the
We
difference
toured with Earth.
between going on the road with NWA and then going on the road with.
But honestly, you know what? It wasn't like they was out there doing nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I mean, they was out there. They was out there handling their business, and like you said, that was that's when we seen like major production because they had you know, that's when Easy came
Jumping
out-
through the screen like he
jumping
rapping
through the
from
screen.
the
Yeah,
sail
the
all
jail
of a sudden
cell.
jump through himself. You're like, them dudes' production is out of here.
No, it wasn't crazy as people might think like, oh, NWA must have been fights and all kind of crazy. No, it was actually the business. You know, it was good.
What was the coolest, the one that you remember the tour or the concert that you remember like the most that you really just like, you know?
MTV tour we did with us, BBD, Geraldo, Color Me Bad,
CMC Music Factory.
CMC Music Factory, Tara Kemp. That was dope. That was dope.
For me, it was Hootie and the Blowfish.
Odie.
Yeah,
Dope.
man, it was like it had to be. It seemed like it was 100,000 people out there.
Yeah.
Darius Rucker, he was just here not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I did a track with him, man, called Music is Power.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we shelled something real tough, and he's dope.
Oh,
Especially behind the scenes, you know. Good folks.
That's dope.
Oh, what did you say? Man, there's so many shows, man. I'm
Man,
like,
really,
I mean, really, over like the last like
What was
30
it?
years.
Remember that group with the dudes with the long beards?
Oh yeah,
ZZ
Top. Yeah.
Who was
That's
spinning
what I'm saying.
guitars and stuff?
You know what's dope is I appreciate it because both of y'all are talking more than you did when I saw y'all on Sway, yo. That's what's up.
See, I had hella coffee too, though.
Oh, did
That's
you?
why.
Was that that morning? It was early then too,
And I
huh?
was wake and bake, so you know.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. So, okay, so have you had some good out here yet?
Yes, I have. I'm impressed.
Well, you know what? I'm going to impress you
That's all I
later
can
on
talk
this evening.
about. I'm thoroughly impressed.
I got my cousin, he be hooking Wiz Khalifa up when he come out here all
Like
the time.
that?
Yeah, like he knows dude, like they good people. So I just hit him up not too long ago. So I'm gonna bring you something later
Come
on.
on, man. Yes, please let it be before we hit that stage. That'll be a good
Oh,
thing.
yeah, I will.
All right, that's gonna see. Now that's gonna be a memory right there.
I got you.
Yes.
My name is Cheeba. That's what I go by. I just want to throw that out there. You know, Cheeba. It means some things somewhere, sometimes. You know what I
I'm
mean?
Dwayne Wiggins, aka Nuriendo.
Oh, all right. All right.
That's just when I feel that way.
Okay. All right.
But it's good to know, man. Yeah. You must play an instrument though.
No, I don't. But it's funny, like, I got into radio because I was making music with my cousin and them. Like, I kind of self-taught myself how to play a piano. Like, I can play with both hands now, but I used to just play on a drum machine and make music. And I rap like Christmas presents too, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I've always wanted to be an entertainer, you know,
Yeah.
like, I've always wanted, in all my yearbooks, I wrote in there, check for me on Def Comedy Jam, but then that got canceled, so I had to go a different route than everybody was rapping, and I was like, I can say stuff like they do.
Well, you really still in entertainment, the other side of it, the whole bit, and it all
Right.
works together.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
I love my job, man. It's
Got
a
to, ain't
blessing,
it?
man.
Dope.
Like, I can take care of my son, and I get to meet greats like you guys.
you doing
and-
what you love
Sure.
to do, and you handling your business
Yeah.
with it.
And work is not work for me, really, to tell you the truth.
Right.
No, that's what it is.
Yeah. You're right.
That's what it is.
You guys get
He said, I'm gonna stop asking questions.
y'all get really good reception by the fans and the people that, you know, get to feel y'all energy. How do y'all How are y'all able to sustain all that? Because y'all, everybody wants to take pictures. They want autographs and they want your attention. They want so much from you. How do you guys handle that?
And you just give it back. Yeah, exactly. You bless, you
How
thankful.
else you mean? They could be not wanting to do that shit. Then you really got an issue.
Exactly.
Be like, hey, you kind of sign something though. No, not really. All of that's cool too. But we just generally, like you took us out last night, just to be around our folks. That's it. Ain't that enough?
Yeah.
Plain and simple. So the other stuff coming at us that way, we fine with that.
Yeah, ain't nobody
We
ego
fine, we just sit there
tripping. Ain't
chilling and
nobody
talking
ego
shit.
tripping.
Or
So we
shoot
just
the
like to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and just be real.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the open way, man.
Oh, I like that.
That's the open way.
That's the
Anything?
T-shirt.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, I got this dumb
For sure.
game.
Yeah.
The actual factuals that I'm about to play with you real fast. If the number 2 pencil is the most popular pencil, why is it number 2?
That don't make no sense, right? Huh? What's the number 1?
I found out the real answer for that though. It's the size of the lead in the
Exactly.
pencil. That's the number 2 pencil. I
Exactly.
found that out by asking
It's the
somebody a
size
question.
of
I
it.
didn't even know the answer to it, and then he hit me with it one day. I was like, "Word, all right."
Okay.
Why?
If YES spells yes, what does EYES spell?
Yes. Eyes?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Bang.
I mean, I knew.
Ain't nobody got that question right. I just want to.
Yeah, you are the first one that
Right.
answered it correctly first. Everybody else would be like, ES?
Oh, yeah, I'm saying, but that one
Yes.
is eyes. No, hold on, no. What's the other spelling for the? Tahi. No. I know that's dumb ass.
So I'm gonna mess this one up. If you were born 5 years ago, how old would you be now?
5.
That is correct.
Hey, what?
Hey, look, hey, they hit me with that question.
But wait a minute. I got one for you.
Oh,
So what do you put in the toaster?
Bread.
Are you shy?
Yeah, see?
Because most people say toast.
Yeah, most people
say
yeah.
toast.
Yes, sir. I like that. I'm putting that in my. I'm gonna put that in mine too. Somebody hit me with the 5-year one after I asked them the EYS, and I was like, well, I'm sitting here thinking, everybody's laughing. I'm like, what? Oh, all right, okay, yeah, all right, thanks.
sick.
You like your money folded or rolled it?
Oh. Folded.
I just like my money.
Those are good. All those are good answers. All those are good
I
answers.
just like my money.
Have you ever painted your nails before?
Yeah, I used to paint this finger here black. That's called the soul finger. You hear that?
I let my
Oh, I
daughter.
like
Yeah,
that.
my
I
soul
let my
finger.
daughter
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good answer too.
paint my
No,
nails.
he's trying to come up with an excuse. Don't
No, no.
worry.
Hey, you know what? Look.
He's trying to come up with.
Boxers or briefs?
Box of briefs.
That's usually the consistent answer. On the ladies, boy shorts or G-strings? Look, she came in. for that
Boy
one.
shorts. Boy shorts. I like boy shorts. I'm hell with the G string.
I can dig that too.
I like how they fit. Like
It gives it a nice little elevation to the
Yeah.
I
neck.
like t-shirts, but none.
Even better answer. That's a good answer too.
But I did write a song called "Pull 'Em to the Side" before 50 Cent too. Before him. You like them to the.
I'm good.
He ain't gonna say nothing. Let's go get him, monkey.
Liquor or beer?
if you're gonna have it, liquor, that beer is some nasty. That's piss. I don't even know how people drink it.
Liquor all the way. Right now.
What's your favorite drink?
Straight water. Straight water.
Vodka tonic.
Straight water.
If you could be a superhero, who would you be?
Super brother.
That's nice.
Super
But what does
brother.
Super Brother do? He eat chitlins and walk around in house shoes and shit. What do he do?
Oh, I gotta do that.
What do he do? I just want to know what Super Brother do.
Slap the hell out of people. With stupid ass stuff.
Straight home.
He got the hell of a hand up. He got whoa, it's a big ass hand.
I don't know. Dang. What?
One person said, what was the one he said? Black Panther. I like that.
Yeah, they're coming out with that, right?
Yep.
I would just like to be a mixture of all of them. I like to be able to get somewhere hella fast or fly somewhere.
That's my next question.
I'd like to be able to.
Popping up on people.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, but I just want to be all of them.
See now, you're going too fast. See, my next question was, if you could be invisible or fly, which one would it be?
Oh man, that's a hard one. I want to fly too.
Me? That's me.
Yeah, I'd want to fly.
You too?
Quiet as
But
kept,
it would.
In my mind, I have flown.
It would be nice to be invisible and walk up on Halle Berry and somebody be like, "What the heck?" You know. But nah, it's all
Based
good.
it on just that.
Yeah, just
Fine
bounce.
face or banging body?
Fine face.
Banging body.
Fine face. Fine face.
I ain't gonna say it again.
Because listen. No, he.
Keep it 100.
Yeah,
keep it
cause,
a thou wow.
Yeah, see, listen.
Yeah.
It's some Mack trucks with banging bodies, and you just can't. But somebody that's just beautiful.
And
You can
toe up.
No, I ain't talking about toe up. I ain't talking about toe up. No, I'm not talking about toe up body. She may not just have that body.
But you can look in the face.
But I
with
can,
it.
man.
I can dig it.
Yeah. It ain't nothing like looking at somebody that's beautiful. Yeah.
All right, rapid fire. A couple of questions. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Oh, you said you get something. He still want the banging body.
I just cut the lights on.
I put a bag over her.
Oh.
Okay.
Video games or pool and darts?
Pool and darts.
Yeah, pool and darts.
Home cook or restaurant?
Home cooking.
Home cook.
Everybody says.
Unless it's Southern Cafe in Oakland.
That's a little spot. That's the spot in Oakland. I went to that recently.
Southern Cafe,
Oh yeah.
that's home cooking.
Or you in New Orleans, where I'm telling you right now, boy, you go to somebody's pad 2 in the morning, they open that refrigerator, come out with something like, damn,
Right.
at home, that's a home cooking for me.
Dope. Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Waffles.
L.A. or Vegas?
L.A.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Okay.
And LA.
Been there.
PlayStation 4 or Xbox?
Neither.
Xbox.
Okay.
Pac-Man. I'm so old, Jay. I'm not even good enough.
Was there anything that I didn't ask you guys that you want to let the people know?
Yeah, what's our sign? I'm Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
What's happening, baby? I'm a Libra over here.
That's
Sagittarius.
Who cares?
people got to know that sometimes because they got to know where people are coming from. What's the basis of it first?
Okay.
You know what I mean? For Taurus, I let y'all know. Oof, we got issues together, but it's cool. I dig me a Scorpio.
Man, I just want to say, I'm really excited. I'm so happy y'all came in, man. I'm holding my fanboyish feelings in right now. I'm keeping it real.
We definitely appreciate you having us, man. It ain't, it's not always folks just open up the door, So
Right.
being able to walk through here and bless y'all and y'all bless us, man.
Thank you very
That's how
much,
it's supposed to
man.
be.
That's how it goes down.
Make sure you check out the interview on Sundays at 7:30 and the whole uncut live video online at beatcolorado.com. Click the behind the mic, holler the 719 Nightlife, 96 when the beat. Yeah.